So we're gonna watch some horror videos, and I'm very excited about this. So here's the deal. I've never seen Nuke's Top 5. Everyone is always telling me about Nuke's Top 5. You gotta watch this. You gotta watch this channel. You gotta react to this stuff. They've got 4 million subscribers. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. A lot of red arrows. In fact, there's a red arrow in every single thumbnail. Wait, when is the last time they came up with a thumbnail that didn't have the red arrow in it? It's been over a year. Is there a video without a red thumbnail in it? I got really shrill there. I'm just amazed that this level of consistency. We're back 3 years. Oh, this one doesn't have one. This one doesn't have one. 5 mysterious creatures caught on camera. Ghosts caught on camera? I love the question mark there. Like, it's not even sure, but it has 34 million views. I don't know if these are ghosts caught on camera, but here, you may as well watch them anyway. Just to clear the air real quick though on me. So I personally don't believe in ghosts. I do believe that people see things. I do believe that there's paranormal entities out there, but I don't think that they're ghosts like as dead people. Okay. So just want to get that out there. So that's where my perspective on a lot of stuff is going to come from. Top 20 scariest TikTok ghost videos of the year. Now that's what we need. Of the year. It's the best of the year.
More than 150 years old, the Anson Call House is known for its ghost stories. A family that lived here for close to 20 years says there's no question this place was haunted.
On Halloween night, paranormal investigation team Paranosis hosts a live event.
Was that Adam Sandler? What happened?
The historic home was built in 1859 and was the home of Mormon pioneer Anson Call and his 5 wives. It is said that Anson was a cruel man and would lock his wives in the basement if they did not obey him. He eventually passed away inside the home. 84 years later, it is said that Ted Bundy kidnapped and held a woman in the Anson Call home before taking her life. Lead investigator Bennett Rain and her team are broadcasting live outside the house when suddenly they all see something absolutely terrifying.
I'm really distracted. My man's got a cool Misfits hoodie on.
I'm done. I can't.
Trying to draw us.
Freaking, that's where it was trying to draw. What?
Wait, did I miss something?
Oh, it is the freaking ceiling. Here's someone talking. There's some girls out in the front. Okay, that's the freaking ceiling. Freaking. I don't know.
What? There was.
What?
There was a thing like smashing up against the glass. Oh my god.
Oh, we didn't get to see that
was
one.
Was that in the front? Was that the front of the freaking house?
They're trying so hard not to swear right now.
Was that the front of the freaking house?
Freaking house? I don't want this to get demonetized on YouTube. Was that the front of the freaking house? What's happening? Why don't you show the house?
This has been happening the whole time.
That's been happening the whole time?
You were in there. Somebody's been banging on the window and the door. We got it on video too.
Who are these people? We got it on video too.
I'm done. I need to get... What the hell? Is that gonna break the...
I don't know.
So you got a guy in there just freaking with him or what? What the hell? What the hell? It's 10 out of 10 acting.
I think... Okay, that's the freaking... I'm done.
What that? I'm freaking done. I'm freaking done. What the flip, bro?
We gotta go in.
You're gonna go in?
Yeah, let's go in.
You're gonna go into the flipping freaking house?
Why would you go in when the freaking house is falling apart?
The remains
Okay, this at least is kind of cool, honestly. Like the ladder flame around here is pretty neat.
of a bed frame fly up towards the ceiling.
Oh, it's not a ladder. That's a bed frame.
The remains of a bed frame fly up towards the ceiling. The shock.
I mean, we can't see all of it. I mean, it seems like someone could just be like standing by the window, you know, playing puppeteer. That's also like not a bed frame, right? How is that a bed frame?
Investigators quickly head inside to investigate.
Oh, they didn't. They did not quickly head inside to investigate. They hung around outside, being like, "Oh frick! What the frick is going on? Hey, there's a bunch of frickin' what the flip?" They were doing that for like 3 minutes, enough for the guy who's fucking with the bed frame to get out on the other side of the house. I guess they were giving them time, right?
I think this is where the banging was coming from.
Oh, but there's nothing now, right? Nothing now. While they were outside, the ghost was putting on a show. But as soon as we go inside, nothing. Oh, I guess it's over now. We missed it.
This is for sure. Look. Look at that. That's what
That is a bed frame.
I saw that in the window.
Yeah, it's like clear up by the ceiling.
Now, this terrifying event.
Right. Now, but see, I can't help but notice that the ladder-like part has a long rod attached to it that isn't visible here that could be used to wield it, perhaps. See, look, this long part right here, or even this. So somebody was like holding that and they were just like, you know, waving it around and shit. But again, as soon as they go in, it stops. It's such an aggressive ghost. It's like, get out. But then once they go in, the ghost is just like, come in if you want. What the heck? You can come in inside the freaking house if you want to. What do I freaking care for?
What makes the footage even more compelling is that paranormal fan Ashley came along on the investigation, and she too captured chilling footage of the Anson Call home.
She too captured chilling 240p footage, blurry at night, of what happened in the house.
No.
Dude,
Oh
I
my
was
gosh.
joking, but you can't see shit.
There's the neighbor. There's the neighbor. Oh my gosh.
I think that's probably the most compelling evidence that it's fake, is the neighbor coming out. If this was happening all the time, which you would think it was, if it's so haunted, wouldn't the neighbor just be like, power of Christ compels you, I'm staying inside, I'm not going out there, this happens every single night, I'm just gonna stay in here, right? But then the fact that the neighbor comes out like, what the heck is happening in this freaking house? Like it's unusual. I think that says everything.
Do you guys see stuff a lot? Like
Not really. I just hear things in my bedroom.
That's crazy. Nah.
Because I live, like, my bedroom's, like, right on this side.
Well, no. Hang on. What? There's no continuous footage here. Oh, we're just supposed to believe this is the neighbor. They showed someone come out, right? But then now cut to a different piece of footage where they're talking to the neighbor who's suddenly not in frame, and there's no continuous footage of them like coming out of their house, walking over and talking to them. Who put those jack-o'-lanterns on the front of the haunted house, by the way?
Yeah, the neighbor came over and was like, I know. Are there people in there? They're like, someone's knocking on our... And I was like, no, like...
Are there people in there? The neighbor came over and asked, are there people in there? Because that would explain why the noises are happening, is because they probably deal with this all the time. People coming over and being like, oh, let's just make a TikTok video real quick. Okay, you get in there. Hey, Greg, you get in there and you wave the bed frame around.
The kid that came up to us, he lives next door, and he was saying that he never sees anything, but he hears stuff all the time, and his window to his bedroom was right next to the house, and he said he hears stuff all the time. That's why he came out running. But they did say the neighbors on the right-hand side, like the opposite side of him, they always see women walking around upstairs where a lot of that banging was happening.
So how come, where was that footage? Oh, it's not enough to say the neighbor kid sometimes hears things. We gotta drag in the other neighbors, like, yeah. And then he said, okay, so then this neighbor kid, he also said that there's these other people that were like, oh, I see women walking around. We didn't see any women walking around there.
So, no thanks.
You know what is so funny is that these people, like these ghost hunters, that they'll be like, nope, no thanks, nope, not for me, And then they'll just, like, the very next video, they'll be like, so we're here at one of the most haunted places in North America. And it's like, they're just doing it again, right? It's interesting, the lack of, like, trauma that happens from these paranormal investigators. They get to the point where they're just like, nope, nuh-uh, I ain't doing that. And then the next day they wake up and they're just like, here I am at the notorious Outlook Hotel. Well, if you're clearly not that traumatized by it if you're just like, let's go and do it again.
It makes you wonder whether the Anson Call home might be truly haunted.
It does not make me wonder.
Supernatural investigator Cody Aaron says in his YouTube and TikTok videos that he doesn't...
Dude, anytime they're like, our YouTuber, I'm like, okay, so they made it up. People will do anything for clout. I much rather watch the ones that are just like completely amateur. But like if they're like a YouTuber or like a TikToker with like a big following, then they're gonna do or say anything.
He doesn't believe that ghosts are real, or at least that they aren't the lingering spirits of humans. Instead,
That's what I
he believes
said.
that all paranormal experiences are actually demonic in nature.
Okay, this is where we disagree.
Cody says that he has successfully helped troubled families struggling with demonic presences.
No, he's a demonologist. No. Oh, cringe.
So when a family member reaches out to Cody about the terrifying activity occurring in their office building, the concerned investigator doesn't hesitate to offer a helping hand. But what he encounters in this office building even takes him by surprise. Cody records as he explores the creepy empty office space at night. What happens next is downright chilling.
I promise it's not.
Okay, you guys, so this is the door that moves on its own, and that's the chair that moves on its own.
I can't help but notice that we're in an incredibly tight angle where it's impossible to see anything except his own face. Also, this guy looks a lot like Dak Prescott, the quarterback of the Dallas Cowboys.
And I'm just tired, you know. There's
Sorry, what was I supposed to see? I heard the creepy sound. Look how he tilts the camera so that he makes sure that you see it. He's looking at himself. He's using the front camera. He's clearly looking at himself in the camera, and he tilts it to make sure he has no reaction to it. Look.
I'm just
right here.
Tired, you know.
And then he immediately he's like, okay, you see it, and then we're gonna quickly, because you don't want them to get too good a look.
There's absolutely nothing here this time. I've not seen anything. It's 9:46. And usually everything happens by this time, but nothing's going on. There was way more people than what's usually here today, so I kind of guess maybe that's what it is, and I'm just going to call it a day. I'll start again tomorrow maybe, and we'll see what...
Wait a second. What was that?
Okay, so I'm the only one here right now.
No, but what about the girl with the demon makeup?
And the door just closed on its own.
Giving the person that closed it time to get out of harm's way, get into a hiding spot or something. I wouldn't even be surprised if the room was completely empty and they shut it from the outside. I like the map of West Virginia.
See it?
It was impossible not to see it, bro. Sorry, what was I supposed to see?
Cody is completely unaware of what appears to be a small girl standing right behind him.
Thank you for the red circle to help enhance my viewing experience. I didn't see it prior to now.
When he walks into the room the figure appeared in.
Now, maybe there's nobody in the room, but you can close a door. Let's say whoever that girl actress was. Here's what she does. She gets down low to the ground so she's out of frame, right? And then she reaches under the door and then closes it from the outside. And then while he's sitting there being like for like 5 full seconds, she moves out of the way.
Okay, so I'm here by myself. All of these green lights means that there's no motion, right? Look in this room.
Wow, a paid actor.
What in the world is that?
That's some blurry ass footage is what that is. But let's review it.
What in the world is that?
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't look like anything.
That is insane. I have never seen something like this.
Okay.
This is directly beside me in the next room.
So it's not directly beside you.
Did you see that? It disappeared. What in the world?
Yeah, it disappeared because it's really dark over there. It looks like some sort of reflection happening. Some sort of reflective material. Something that can be obscured in the darkness when it's not being held up to reflect light. Yeah.
I'm going over. I have to see what this is.
You're not going to find anything.
See,
although it would be hilarious if you did. It would be so funny if you did.
Motion detection for me in this room. There I am on the screen. There's no motion detection. Look, it's moving. And there's no motion detection right there.
Go in there now,
that
right
is
now.
Nuts. Look at that.
Go in there now, right now. You say it's one room over. Go.
Let's do it.
Now that I've given him enough time to get out of the room so that when we get there, there's nothing. Now I'll slowly trudge over.
Okay, yeah. I'm gonna need Eric's help for this. I'm not gonna do this by myself.
Cody is shocked when suddenly a loud voice yells, "Leave."
Unexplained voice. I can think of a couple explanations. It's somebody to the right just screaming like that.
So could it be that the office building is haunted by a demonic presence? Or could it all just be an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can check out more paranormal moments over on Cody Aaron's TikTok page.
I'm sure I can. For all our fans who enjoy my shooting videos, here's what drives me nuts about the so-called demon videos. Why would the demon want you to leave? If it's a ghost, it makes sense for them to want you to leave because they want to be left alone in it's their territory, and how dare you intrude on them, right? If it's a demon, why do they want you to leave? Wouldn't they be like, come over here. Come over here. So that they can like possess you and fuck with you and shit. And anyway, don't demons supposedly like attach themselves to you and stuff like that? So like, couldn't the demon just like, I attach myself to this camera, and then it comes home with him or something? Why would they? Maybe that's why they want him to leave. The demon wants content, okay? The demon has a TikTok. The demon wants to get content for their TikTok, and you're not giving it to them. If you just leave, okay, they want you to stay. They want you to stick around. Wait, I want to hear it again. I want to hear it.
Leave. Okay.
That is a pretty good noise. That's a pretty good one. I like that one.
So this is an old mirror that I upcycled, and I swear that sometimes you can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just gonna do a couple back and forths, but I'm curious to see if anyone sees anything that maybe I didn't catch.
So we're gonna see something. Let's get ready.
Here's the mirror.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so that's...
The thing is, I don't have to be too attentive because there's gonna be a moment where they're like, did you see it? And it'll like zoom in on it, all blurry and stuff.
Once again.
This is just gonna be like a monster in the doorway.
Alright, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
Did you see it? As Kaylin's looking in the mirror, something can be seen sitting on the couch right behind her.
Right, yeah.
But when she turns around, it's gone. Whatever it is, it seems to only be visible in the mirror. Now, whether it's real or just another elaborate TikTok hoax.
It's not elaborate. An elaborate hoax. How elaborate is it to have your friend stand behind the fridge, behind the bag on top that's about human height, and then all they have to do, they just put something creepy on the couch, and then as she's spinning, they just reach out, take it, pull it behind the fridge with them. Let me check something real quick. So I've done video for a long time. I want to see something.
You can see stuff in the background of the mirror that isn't actually there in real life. So I'm just.
So there it is. So you see it right there, and of course she's talking the whole time and doesn't notice it. Interesting. Let's see if we can spot a cut of some kind. Nope. Hang on. There's like a Keurig or something right there, right? And you see this. Look at that. See that? It's smooth motion. The video's cut. See right here, it's smooth up until now. And then all of a sudden, there's the cut. It's not even hidden well. So yeah, it's fake. That was easy. Give me a challenge. Hang on. Is this one any better? Because they cut twice. Let's see if the second cut is any better. No, it's the same thing. Okay, here it is. Right here. And then you can at least cut it on the same frame. It's really not difficult to do. They probably don't think anyone's gonna go through all this trouble though for their little video.
All right, comment if you see anything that's out of place.
That's the little smile of nailed it right there. Let me know if you see anything out of place.
Now, whether it's real or just another elaborate TikTok hoax.
It's not an elaborate hoax. He says that every time. Elaborate. They're not Industrial Light and Magic, bro. They just did a cut while she was moving the camera fast. That's all that happened.
Monique Chacon is spending a fun day with her son at a park in California when suddenly the little boy begins to act very bizarre.
There's no audio here, so he could be being directed by somebody off screen to do something. I mean, how we know Daddy's not here, just being like, why don't you go dig up a phone right there? Just take 2 steps forward and dig up the phone right there. Go ahead and dig it up. Like, why were you recording?
Out of nowhere, the boy just suddenly seems to stop and stare at someone or something that we can't see.
His father, standing just out of frame.
And finds a random phone from underneath the heavy pile of leaves. After watching the footage back later, Monique believes that something supernatural might have instructed her son to find that phone.
Thanks. Hi guys, I'm just giving an update on what happened to the phone.
We're getting an update on that clip?
I threw it away.
You kept it?
After watching the video, it didn't sit right with me. It kind of, gave me the creeps, actually.
Actually? Not that it's any of your business, but it actually kind of gave me the creeps.
There really is no story time. The phone was broken. The face was...
The phone was broken, so you kept it, and then the update, you're like, I just threw it away.
So, unfortunately, Monique threw the phone away, leaving us all to wonder just what was on that broken phone. Now, I have to say that this is one of the strangest videos I've ever seen.
This is one of the strangest videos you've ever seen? You have hundreds of these videos. This?
Did a spirit tell the little boy to find the phone? Or just what is going on here?
Red flag number 1, there's no audio on the clip. So you can't hear if the kid's getting any audio directions. Red flag number 2, she keeps the phone even though it's broken and then only throws it away when she reviews the footage that she already took. Also, it's just a nothing clip. It's just nothing. I have to say, though, applause for the creativity of somehow recording your kid doing that and then being like, I know, I'll make a scary ghost video out of this on TikTok and go viral.
Early one afternoon, a security camera in one of the hospital's hallways captures something very creepy during Jim's shift.
It's always an object that's like like not all of it is on screen. It's always something that's like slightly off screen to leave just enough room for someone completely out of frame to fuck with it. Wow, somebody pushed a cart. Fascinating.
A supply cart can be seen rolling down the hallway on its own, freaking out the hospital staff nearby.
They look so freaked out.
Things are about to get even stranger. Another CCTV camera in the hospital's laundry room records something absolutely unnerving.
They didn't look shocked at all. They looked like they're probably like, why did you just push that cart out into the middle of the hallway where we need to move stuff?
Oh, Andrew. No way. No way. Jim.
Send me the video when you...
Oh, I'm gonna.
The best
okay.
is when another one comes over. It's like it didn't want to see the front of it, you know? Press out,
Yeah.
It's funded so that he didn't have to look at it no more, whoever's in that room. Oh my God.
Jim.
Okay, that's kind of interesting, actually.
Here comes the second one. No, the second one's moving now.
No way.
Watch the second one, then the second one falls off. And the lady comes in from Dude Diagnostics, she don't know what to say. She was,
Dude, don't spoil it. You're spoiling it.
It happens.
look, here goes.
It
Look,
happens.
Look.
This does not happen.
look. The ghost. Look.
Look at it.
Who's spinning it?
It's spinning.
It's spinning the cycle. It's got to be spinning.
There's no way
Isn't
that
that
they spin.
both
There's no, I don't care if it's bolted or not. They don't spin like that. Mine.
Can I ask a question? That middle one's turned almost completely around. How come it's not plugged into anything? It's not hooked up or plugged into anything. It's spun almost completely around. This is a washer dryer, right? Like one's washer, one's dryer. So the washer should at the very least be hooked up to water, and the dryer needs to have a fairly conspicuous dryer tube.
That's true.
Look.
That's true.
Look how that one just came out. How'd it come out like that? That was pushed out. I don't care what nobody says. You can tell me whatever you want.
Me too. I can't wait to show everybody.
Look, here, wait.
Where's Keith?
Show them the thing. Look, here. Look at this. Look.
Okay, see, this one's hooked up to something. So at least this one is interesting. This one's like more of a challenge than like oh, they made a cut during the blurry part, or like, oh, that's just their friend, right?
Jim and his fellow hospital workers can't believe their eyes as they watch the CCTV monitor. Now, even I'm not sure just what's going on here.
Even I? Bro, don't act like you've been cracking the case on all of these. There was that ridiculously easy one we had where all it was she was like, look at the mirror, then look at there, then look at the mirror, then look at there. And they just cut in between. And you were like, is it an elaborate TikTok hoax? Don't act like you're out here with your magnifying glass solving the cases, all right? Even I'm not sure.
Could it be that the hospital is indeed haunted, like Jim says?
I'm sure you'd like that, wouldn't you? You'd like that.
Or just what could be spinning around multiple heavy washers all at the same time? Let me know what you think.
I think what's most interesting to me about this, well, first of all, other than this one on bottom, they don't appear to be hooked up to anything. Like they turn completely around, and it's like, well, what's the reason for that? And one of the employees even asks, like, are they on? Are they on? And he goes, yeah. And then he completely like dismisses it and talks about something. It's like, yeah, but it's a ghost. It's a ghost. Go, ghost. I'm checking the timestamp here, which I think this is what this is. It says laundry room or whatever right here. Like that's the room that the CCTV's in. And then here is like metadata for the footage, right? It skips right there. So it looks like it's 4:51 now. And now it's 6:40 something. Right there. There was a cut. Right here. I think. It might have happened before that, actually. Now, another thing about the timestamps, besides that cut right there, which is kind of weird, if that is a cut, it looks like this is over several hours, I would imagine. Like, this timestamp is like the minutes are counting up. Which could, like when you watch it fast forwarded like this, it seems like it's one fluid motion. Like it looks like it's happening in real time, but really this is happening over hours, which means that it could just be vibrations from the machines being on. Like, are they running? Because, like, I mean, anybody who owns a washer and dryer knows, especially a dryer, that shit moves.
Are just what can be spinning around multiple heavy washers all at the same time. Let me know what you think.
They spun themselves is kind of a boring explanation, but that's the best I got.
TikTok user Alexander Henderson says that throughout his life, he's always been prone to sleepwalk during the night. One morning, he wakes up to find his front door wide open. When he checks his security camera,
They've always got security cameras. I love it. What's with the water jugs down here? What's going on? Oh, sorry. We're supposed to be looking over here. Sorry. Can't explain it.
The reef isn't in the right place anymore, so it's more like that. That way people don't see the ones outside. Just 1 second, there's so much.
I'm sorry, but this man is wide awake right now. This man is wide awake right now. I'm speaking gibberish. No, I think you're saying things that you thought would appear in the recording, maybe.
Alexander seems to be sleepwalking and speaking gibberish when something hanging next to...
He wasn't speaking gibberish. I heard him say something outside at one point, and I was like barely listening.
Starts swinging around on its own, and an empty water jug slides right across the floor. Alexander.
So there's someone here behind this area. Behind this, there's a wall right here. You guys can't see it. Here, I'll show it. There's somebody standing right here with a little fishing line, and then somebody's just out of frame back here with another fishing line.
Walks outside and suddenly screams.
Your poor neighbors.
He says he has no recollection of what happened to him and has no idea why he screamed.
So let's say that he actually was asleep then. That's some pretty intense sleepwalking. And, you know, there's possibly something to be said about, you know, he's got some unresolved issues, maybe, working out when you sleep. Sometimes, I mean, that's what most of us have, nightmares for that, but he gets it out in a different way, maybe.
Alexander says he's experienced supernatural activity before, so he begins to suspect that he might have seen something paranormal while sleepwalking. Then, only a day later, this happens.
I love how these ghosts, they just want to knock shit over.
A chair moves on its own, the fridge door opens, and what appears to be a pack of plastic spoons is launched off the kitchen counter.
So what was the pack of plastic spoons doing sitting that close to the edge? So, again, we're in perfect position, right? There's somebody here, maybe even him, fishing line on the chair, pull it. Somebody just out of frame on the bottom, pulls it on the fridge. And then somebody's also got the pack of plastic spoons staying right next to the counter.
A chair moves on its own. The fridge...
I love the idea of him standing off screen and like jerking the chair over with some string and then being like, hey, what's going on in here?
And what appears to be a pack of plastic spoons is launched off
the pack of plastic spoons.
Over the next few months, nothing much happens.
Aww.
But then late one night, Alexander is hanging out at his friend Adam's house when he sees something truly chilling.
Yeah. I recorded this creepy lady. Neighbors heard someone screaming bad words and threats. She doesn't live there.
A strange-looking woman wearing a red dress appears to be watching Alexander from the building across the street. Alexander claims that when his friend Adam finally came over to see what was going on, the creepy woman had disappeared.
Yeah, she went to the 7-Eleven to get a taquito. Maybe she had places to be.
There, Adam asks Alexander to take a look at a speaker that's been acting up and might be broken. Alexander is still recording and captures something terrifying.
Okay. What?
On the top and press it. There's a few here, see?
Why is the audio so bad, bro? The audio is terrible. Okay, so that lady's your friend then. No, come on. Come on. Oh, I don't see anything, bro. Come on. How stupid do you think we are? Look at this. Look at this. Look at this cut. You didn't say the magic word. Bad cut. Bad cut in the middle of the video. Nope. I just love how these guys, they act like nothing happened. It's really funny. So you had your friend stand across the street, which that could have been anything. I was about to say, like, she could have been waiting for DoorDash or delivery. She could have been waiting for somebody to pick her up. She could have just been hanging out there. Who knows?
Did you see it?
It was impossible not to, my man.
In the reflection of the window, the same woman in red can suddenly be seen standing behind Alexander in the doorway.
That's so weird that the person that he randomly recorded across the street is somehow in his apartment. It's almost like they know her. It's almost like she's their friend.
When he pans around, the woman has moved in an instant and is now standing right next to him. Who or what could this eerie-looking figure be?
Or is it an elaborate TikTok hoax?
Could it be a spirit that attached itself to the sleepwalking TikTok user? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Oh, it's really fun. It's really fun. I will say they're fun. Like, these people are creating entertainment, which I think is great. You know, I'll lower the veneer, but I think it's great that they're creating like scary entertainment. I wish they would. I mean, I know that, like, if you want to pass off some horror entertainment, you got to act like it's real, but you know. Top 5 scary ghost videos to make yellow pants. Gross. Top 5 scary ghost videos to give you brown pants. Who are these people that are pissing and shitting themselves watching these YouTube videos? They need to seek professional help.
Paranormal investigation team Gangua P, which translates to Fear of Ghost Gang, sets out to explore an extremely...
Doesn't quite roll off the tongue like Gucci Gang. Fear Ghost Gang, Fear Ghost Gang, Fear Ghost Gang, Fear Ghost Gang, Fear Ghost Gang. I can't do it. Fear Ghost Gang, Fear Ghost Gang, I get tongue-tied.
The cemetery grounds holds over 200 bodies that to this day have not been claimed or identified by any friends or family members. No one knows who the unfortunate souls are, and they rest in temporary mass tombs without a name. The paranormal investigators don't explain why there are so many anonymous people buried in the graveyard, but one can only imagine the number of restless spirits that might be stalking those graves. One brave Ganguapi investigator decides to take their investigation to another level by getting down into one of the cemetery tombs and laying there all alone in the dark.
Well, that looks
empty. As you
empty.
might expect, it did not go well. A static camera records all of the action as the experiment suddenly takes a terrifying turn.
Yeah,
เฮ้ยอะไรวะดูใจเย็นตั้งสติเดี๋ยวอะไรแม่งเหมือนมีคนมาดึงโอออกอ่ะตั้งสติก่อนโอใจเย็นเมื่อกี้เจออะไรเมื่อกี้ทีโอกำลังแบบได้ยินเสียงใช่ไหมได้ยินเสียงเหมือนคนทางบ้านมาเคาะผมจะทำเสียงทั้งอย่างเลยโอกำลังแบบ
Okay, come on. Okay. Huh. That's what I was waiting for. My first thought is some kind of fishing line trick. Obviously, someone just like, they're just like standing off to the side and they just yank it, right? Well, maybe they don't yank it. Maybe they just pull it like about that speed. Like what? Hang on. See this? What do you? What's the red? Okay, so like there's some sort of like warping thing that happens here. So something grabs his shirt, right? Again, it might be a thing of they do two things with the shirt, which is interesting. They do two different things with his shirt. Because his shirt gets pulled in the first one, his shirt gets pulled in the second one. I was trying to figure out what happened, but as you can see, like with the neckline here, like it gets pulled back. So something, and of course we can't see because he's blocking, but something's pulling him. Although he gets pulled this way, but that could also be him just. Look at this leg. Him putting the stanky leg out there like that. I mean, yeah, my first thought is just like, you know, string, fishing line type of thing. But I don't know what it's pulling on right here.
So the question remains: is it real, or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
See, now this, I might say elaborate hoax for this one. This one's a little more elaborate. Whatever they're doing, it looks good. Like especially pulling up on the shirt when he's lying down, it genuinely looks like someone's like pulling up like that with their ghost hand. I mean, I obviously think it's fake still, but it's a good fake at least. His pants do something weird, do they? You know, his pants do something weird actually. Doo-doo. Yeah, because look, before it happens, like they move. More than that, like the whole, if you just go back and forth between these frames, it's weird, right? His arm, look at his arm here. His arm like shrinks. Oh, what is this? Oh, whoa. This is an effect. Look at this. Okay, here's what happened, I think. Okay, I think I figured it out. I think it is a simple like fishing line thing. I think it is just like a fishing line trick, but they hid how they did it with like they like did I don't know, Photoshop or something. Oh god, stop that. Because look like the fact like this is so strange. Like look at the arm here, his right arm. It just suddenly grows. It's like they added in another layer of like a fake shirt or something here. Oh, sorry, I keep doing that. Like just that looks fucking weird. Like this changes, the arm suddenly grows bigger and then it shrinks. It grows bigger. This arm right here I think is the real tell, because it gets bigger and then it shrinks. So they're like cloning something here. It's like they're cloning him on top of himself, and like it just looks off. And it's like they're doing it to hide something, because I would say from like maybe here it looks real. Like it's like when the shirt snaps, it looks real, but it's like this right here, this frame through this looks wrong. And like a bit of the wall too. Look at, okay, here we go. This is interesting. See this? The edge of the wall right here. There's like a little bit of light reflection there or something. Watch it disappear right there. It's gone.
Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
Yeah, see, this one I would say is pretty elaborate. That's pretty good special effects, but it's definitely fake. Yeah, it's like it's very good though. I'm like actually pretty impressed by that one.
Italian ghost hunter Inquieto TV, which translates to Restless TV, gathers his close friends to go on his very first paranormal investigation to an abandoned children's asylum in Campania, Italy. The tall building holds a gruesome past and was closed down after a young child fell from the top floor, tragically losing his life. Since then, the facility has been completely abandoned. As the Inquieto TV team heads inside and make their way up a staircase, they experience something truly bizarre.
Oh. Did you hear what Nuke did for us? They said, my Italian translator. They've got an Italian translator on hire for this one.
Che cazzo era? Che cazzo era?
I mean, to me, it sounds like an animal, but okay.
Cazzo, sento un... pure io, sì. Posso così.
Davvero?
Sì, penso di averlo ripreso, ragazzi. Penso di averlo ripreso.
The soft voice of a young child can be heard, and
the soft voice of a young child? That is not what I heard at all.
They continue their exploration and make another strange discovery.
Okay, so you saw Blair Witch Project. We get it. Oh my god, that movie's so old. The movie's 25 years old now.
Sì, tronchi grandi. Tipo in cerchio. Come se qualcuno stesse facendo un rituale. Sono stati messi da qualcuno sicuramente. Però non capisco il motivo, perché non c'è nulla al centro, non c'è un segno, non c'è niente.
Ma mi sembra come se stavo facendo qualcosa oggi.
Ma che cos'è? I bambini no? Avete sentito? Bambini. Ma che cos'è?
I like how they're immediately just like, it's children, to put in your head that it's children laughing.
Avete sentito? Bambini. Vabbè, ma non penso sia normale con tutte queste macerie. Credo. No, penso sta altra gente. Già ve lo sentivo questo punto, stanno altri 2 piani. Comunque un sacco di orbo ci sono qui.
Inside one of the abandoned asylum's rooms, the Inquieto TV team finds a few tree trunks placed in a circle. And then things take an even more terrifying turn, because the explorers hear the laughter of a small child, followed by the sound of something heavy being thrown somewhere nearby. But did you see it? A small childlike shadow figure can be seen right in front of them.
Dude, what? I didn't see that shit at all. Hang on. Let me go back and see the unbrightened version of that. There's literally nothing there. Okay, now I see something. But this is just it's so nothing. It's so nothing that it's even disappeared here. Look, there's nothing there now. Absolutely nothing. I mean, this could be anything. It could be anything, and it's probably just they put like a little dark shadow there in post. I don't know. It could be anything. It's just like, it's so nothing.
Even creepier, whatever it is, it seems to be following them.
How do you figure? This is the only time they show anything in the whole video, I assume.
Ma non capisco se vogliono riprendere questo posto.
Allora, lì hanno barrato l'uscita.
Oddio, guardate qua. Ci sono un sacco di disegni.
And again, did you see it? In the corner of the room, the same childlike figure appears again, but only
stop brightening it,
for
dude.
a split second before quickly disappearing.
The thing is that stuff like this can be explained by like anything. We've got multiple light sources in a room like this. You can make some interesting, phasing in and out shadows and shit. Like that shadow was there for like an instant, and it was like tiny. So it could be anything.
So could this be the ghost of the child that tragically passed away inside the abandoned children's asylum? As always, I leave it to you to decide.
I decide no.